Joining us now to kick off hour 2 of the show, Colin Dickson, a Winnipeg student living with colitis. Colin, good morning.
Hi.
Thanks for doing this. I was really surprised at the numbers. More than 322,000 Canadians live with Crohn's and colitis, and that number is expected to rise to 470,000, close to 500,000 people by 2035. We're going to get to your scholarship, which is really important, but tell me first of all about your colitis. How did it begin? How did it get diagnosed? Because a disease or a sickness like this can really derail a young person's life.
So, I'm Winnipeg born and raised. I grew up listening to you and the Cyclops in the mornings. This is funny for me. I graduated high school, and my dream was to be a soldier, and I joined the Canadian Forces, and about 7 years in, I got colitis, and it completely derailed my life. I lost my job, I lost my place, my apartment, my car, the girlfriend. I just lost everything. It's a disease that took everything from me. I ended up having to have 4 major life-saving operations, and it's just been a journey of struggle and just trying to keep going. And the scary thing to know about this disease is they don't know what causes it, and you're right, the numbers are growing in Canada. So the way I like to think of the math is 1 out of every 100 people in Canada will be affected with Crohn's or colitis within the next decade here. And to not have, for a sick person to go to the hospital and to not have any solution or even know what the causation is, it's kind of scary.
No kidding. Well, a couple of things I have to say. Thank you for your service. Thank you for listening to me on Power 97, Power 97 back in the day. That is cool for me as well. So I appreciate you saying that. And then, so you felt like you lost it all, and I can understand how you felt like that with this disease. Get us back on track. How did you get things back on track? And now you've got the scholarship, and we'll get to the scholarship in a moment, because I think that is recognition that you were able to get things back on track and thrive, not just survive, but thrive. How did you get your life back on track? And as I said at the start, you are living every day with colitis.
Yeah, so I don't think you get anywhere in life without help. And if I could, I just want to say thank you to my mom, my dad, Dr. Yaffe, Dr. Hockman, and especially Dr. Joel Adrian Wazell. We live in a day and age where the most worshipped and celebrated people are people who post pictures on the internet. And the real heroes kind of go unrecognized, the people doing God's work, every single day of their life. So how did I get things back on track? It wasn't easy. Sometimes it's a day-by-day thing. Sometimes it's an hour to hour. Sometimes it's second to second. But for me, it was focusing on the problem, which was colitis. First, resolving the symptoms in myself. For me, I had a very severe case. So the surgeries kind of allowed me to get back to living a somewhat normal life. I do live with a permanent ostomy now, which for a young person in their 30s, it's a lot to go through. And so I focused on becoming a student and a researcher, and I focused my time on trying to prevent this disease, to find a cure, and add to the research to make sure that, future generations of people don't have to suffer and go through the pain that I had to go through.
Well, and congratulations on your choice to try and do something about this disease. So let's talk about that. So you want to be part of the solution, having gone through this and now, continuing to live with colitis every day of your life. Speak about this scholarship, because this particular scholarship is aimed at trying in a small way anyhow to help someone like you focus on your academics and your career and less on the disease, although you've committed your career yourself to helping others with the same disease.
Yeah, so you're right. Basically what I try to do is find grants and scholarships and just try to keep on that mission that I've been on for a few years now, and it's really just to address this problem in our society that's growing, and to not have a causation, to go to your doctor, someone you expect to have the answers for you, to not have a solution. It's a scary thing. So I'm just kind of focused on trying to get as much research done as I can the time that I have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I love that you gave the shout out to the doctors, and you're right, we've kind of got it backwards, don't we, in 2025? The people that are famous and rich are the ones that really aren't, in many cases anyhow, aren't doing much, and the ones that are saving lives and changing lives are often not recognized, and so I appreciate you doing that. And we should also say, this scholarship is through Crohn's and Colitis Canada, which is a great place for people to start if they want more information, right?
Yeah. Crohn's, this disease, it's sort of a taboo disease because the suffering, if people don't know the symptoms are going to the washroom more than 6 times a day, your bowel movements being extremely painful, there being blooding present in your stool, using the washroom in our society, it's a very taboo thing. It's not something you want to disclose with people. So the disease can be very isolating. People suffering on their own out of embarrassment. And then, so to raise awareness to it and to, wear it as a badge of honor on your chest, can really help out other patients suffering, and to know that they're not alone in their suffering.
Colin, congratulations, and keep up the great work and all the best. You're a young person who's got many years ahead of him, and I wish you all the best in your schooling and your career, and thanks for taking a few minutes here with me this morning. I appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you
Colin
so much.
Dickson, Winnipeg student living with colitis. And,